Hi guys, welcome to With These Hands. I am Meredith and today we are talking about garden tools. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let me give you a clarification. As far as tools go, you don't have to go to the store and buy brand new tools all the time. You can find them at yard sales, flea markets, side of the road, any type of place that may have them where you run across them. Check them out. Actually check them out. Feel them in your hand and see it. If they work for you and get them. I actually like older tools better than I do like newer tools. Reason being is that I know that tool has been through some stuff. It has worked, it's reliable, and I tend to find that the older tools are made a little bit better than what we're getting now in the store. So let's get into this. I've laid everything out for you guys and we're get ready to rock and roll with this. These are hand pruners. And what hand pruners allow you to do is cut branches that are almost 3/4 of an inch thick, tree branches, limbs, anything. You can actually, you can get down with these. I like this particular one of my favorites, because it's a heavier tool. I tend to like heavier tools in my hand. That's just my nature. That may not be what you like. You always do what works for you. I'm going to let you know what I do, and you take what you need and you discard the rest, as with anything else in life. I have two pairs of these. I have a thinner pair, which I like this pair also. It gives you is a little more compact, and you can it gives you a good rhythm when you're cutting what you need to be cutting. So these are hand pruners. This is a pair of garden scissors. They're very tiny, and what they do, they allow you to get into a plant if you're deadheading and cut the actual stem near the base of the plant without it being too bulky for you. So that's a really good thing there. This is a hand spade. I like stainless steel. Stainless steel is always my preference because I find that it's heavier and it's easier on the wrist when you're digging or when you're moving something or you're planting something. So you're good with that. And as you can see, I have quite a few pair. I have tons of tools. I didn't even bring them all out because it would have just been too overwhelming. This is what I like to call my little garden ice cream scooper. It looks like it looks like an actual ice cream scooper, and what it does, it's better for container planting when you're digging out soil and putting fresh soil in to plant your flowers and so forth like that. I think this is a good one to have also. This is a hand rake. And what I like about the hand rake is the prongs. See how it gets really small, and you can go in there and you can rake amongst your around your flowers. So that's a good one to have also. I actually got this from a flea market, and I think I paid like $1 or something for it, but in the store is well over like $26. So that's why I say look around. You can find all the tools that you need. This is a handsaw, and what a handsaw does, it actually saws off those really thick tree branches that you're not going to be able to get with your pruners. When you want to go in there and just kind of get that big tree branch off and move it out of your way. I don't use this as much. Very rarely do I need to use this at this point. This is another hand rake. See, this is what I'm telling you about these old tools. I love this thing. I think I may have paid 50 cents for it. Yes, it's rusted. I wipe it off. And real quick about how you care for your tools. You wipe them off, and what I do is I rub them with vegetable oil, because I'm digging around my garden bed, the foods that I eat, and vegetable oil kind of keeps it really good. And you also need to buy, or you have two options. You can do a bucket of sand and put it in there, and that'll sharpen your tools, or you can get the actual sharpening stone, but the sand will work and it's very affordable. This is a weed digger. This is for when you have weeds and you need to get down in there and get the whole entire weed out without pulling and working so much on your wrist. This is a luxury item. It's not a mandatory item, but I think you will enjoy this. Now this here, this is my baby. This is the claw. And what you do with the claws in the year after, when your season starts and your soil is compacted, what you do is stick it down and you kind of turn it to loosen up that soil if you're not going to pull out your tiller. Tiller is another video all in itself. But this is what I like. I got this one from a yard sale for probably $2, and this thing is very, very expensive. See, this is what I'm saying about these yard sales and these flea markets. Check them out and gather up the things you need, and before you know it, you have all the tools that you need. This, everybody knows what this is. This is a yardstick. Yardstick for planting and sizing. You can see I have used this thing down to the ground. It has inches and feet on it, and most time with your plants, it'll tell you how many inches apart you should plant them, and you can just actually lay this down and go from whatever section that you need or how much spacing that you need. So we're good with that. This also is a rake. This is really old. I mean, this is really old. But what it does is kind of breaks up your soil, and you can just kind of, after you do this, you can break it up with this. Break up the clumps of soil with this. So that's good. Now this is a hoe. A hoe. How about that? A hoe. But what this does, it allows you to dig trenches when you put in your seeds. And this thing is so old. This is, I don't even know how old this is, but this thing is really old. And as you can see, I have used this thing right down to the ground and will continue to use it. And I do clean it and wipe it off, and I put a little oil on the handle, you know, on the handle. Okay, this is a spade. You need one of these. I don't care where you get this. You need a spade. Spades are needed. You see this? So that you can dig those deep holes for those hydrangeas and those bushes and those shrubs and all that heavy duty stuff that you need a nice size hole for. You have to have these. And this is a metal rake. This is what you do after you've broken up the soil and you want to grate everything out and make it even, so that you can go into planting. As you can see, I use my tools, and you will use your tools too. I wanted to go over all these things. You should have these things. You really should have these things. Also, I want to talk about my little luxury item here, because when you're sitting out there and you're digging and you're pulling weeds, you need to be sitting on something. You know what I mean? So, and it folds up for compactness, where you can just hang it up, whatever. I actually house my tools in here when I'm going to different people's houses to do work for them. I just put everything I need in here, and I just take it, and I have everything I need right there in that bag. I found that on Amazon. Get that on Amazon, and it does come with a few tools in it. Also, this is a foam board. This is a kneeling pad, what they call it. Most of the times I do just get down on it because I like to be close to the ground and doing what I need to do. We're on a journey here, guys. We're on a journey here, and we're going to get this together. We're going to get things together. I would like for you guys to understand that growing your food, gardening, whether it be plants or flowers, is the most relaxing and rewarding thing you could possibly do. And it's imperative that you do this. So thanks for watching my video. There's more to come. We're on the roll with it now. Like and subscribe if you like my videos. Any questions, concerns, comments, anything you want to ask me, I'm here for all of that. So you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.